First off, we want to thank whoever gave us the blind nomination this year. We're happy to be considered for Retailer of the Year and look forward to going through this process with so many other worthy candidates.
I'm Kevin Dunn.
I'm Nathan Dunn.
And I'm Kendall Dunn. And we, along with our 24 other employees, make up Cartronics. We've been in business for 41 years, serving the greater Nashville area.
September 15th, 1982. I started a little company called Car Security Center doing automotive security systems. At that time, vehicle theft was at an all-time high and I was a victim myself. Before too long though, a customer came in and wanted an upgrade to his sound system. He brought me an amplifier and a subwoofer and wanted to mount it somewhere in the car. So we bolted it to the back seat, installed the amplifier. He put in a little cassette that I'd never heard before and had quite a bit of bass in it. The car rattled and he was happy, grinning ear to ear. I was grinning. But that was kind of the beginning of hip hop and something that changed my life and my family's life forever.
So we're brothers.
3 years apart.
3 years apart. I'm the older one. Growing up, in high school, we always had the coolest cars.
Oh yeah, I remember winning the car competition in the high school by a long shot, having, the system everybody wanted to see, and it was fun.
We didn't really work much in the business because we were into sports and doing all of our own things. So it was just kind of a reap the benefits and rewards type deal. So after I graduated in 2003, I went off to college with a computer science major, wanted to be a computer programmer. But during the summers when I'd come home, I'd need some money. So I started kind of working in the business, working in the stock room, ended up enjoying it. So got into sales, helping out on the sales floor. And I enjoyed it so much that I ended up transferring back home for college and changing my major to business and started working full-time in the business. I worked my way up from sales to the store management position, ultimately to general manager where I'm at now.
When I graduated high school, I went to University of Tennessee, was in and out of there in 4 years with a degree in enterprise management. Still really didn't know what I wanted to do. It was kind of right at the tail end of a pretty bad recession in 2010. So I came and started just working sales here. Didn't really expect to like it as much as that I did. And just selling these things, being around it, kind of earning the respect of the employees that were already here. Kind of worked my way up into a store management role after a few years. And then finally kind of worked our way up into the general sales management role. Did this just by kind of putting my head down and just trying to be the best, and it was fun. So we're not the only ones that are in the family business. We've also got a cousin, Tyler Dunn, who's been with us for a long time. Without him being kind of a rock managing one of the stores, it's a really big help having somebody else that we can rely on, and he's one of the main reasons we were able to kind of open that 4th store. So we really appreciate having this family business with him in it as well.
And my wife Maya also works with us. She handles PR, marketing, HR, accounting, and all the internal communications. She really allows us to do what we're good at and kind of takes care of everything else for us.
Cartronics' mission is to cheerfully deliver more than expected. We will set the industry standard for knowledge and professionalism. We'll strive to educate our clients and maintain the highest levels of customer service, quality, and value. The biggest challenge I've had to overcome in the past year is whether or not to buy a beach house or a lake. Oh wait, we're talking about Cartronics challenges. Okay, the biggest challenge we've had to overcome in the past year is probably staffing shortages. I'm sure many other businesses, not only in this industry, would stay the same, but in the past year, we've really tried to identify and implement a worthwhile solution. So we have adopted the philosophy of finding new young candidates who are eager to learn and then teaching them from scratch. This is obviously a huge investment on our part. It's very risky because it involves investing months into training, and then what happens if that employee relationship ultimately doesn't work out for one reason or another? We've been much more successful when we identify someone with the character traits that we're looking for and then teaching them the skills needed to be successful within our business rather than the other way around.
What makes Cartronics unique is the opportunity we have here in Nashville, Tennessee, the investments we make in our tooling and training, the brands we choose to partner with, and our multifaceted approach to serving our market. We have the capability and expertise to take on any size retail project, from small upgrades to large projects, and deliver them in a timely manner. We service many of the car, boat, motorcycle, and UTV dealerships in the Nashville area, allowing them to offer options and technologies to their clients that aren't available through their dealerships. We also offer mobile marine installation services for marinas throughout Middle Tennessee, allowing us to service clients who don't have the means to bring their boats to our stores. With our extensive in-stock inventory and the local distributor closing, most of the other shops in the area will purchase parts wholesale from us whenever they need something quickly. I'm going to go back over 4 years of sales performance to provide some context, because 2020 was a great year for many shops around the country. In 2019, we had a modest increase over 2018 with 3 store locations. We were beginning to internally discuss opening a new store location and had our eye on Murfreesboro, Tennessee, which is by far the biggest suburb of Nashville, about 30 miles southeast. When the COVID-19 pandemic erupted in Q1 of 2020, we weren't sure what was in store for the year, or for the future for that matter. All non-essential businesses were closed, but our stores were allowed to remain open because we were the main servicer of breathalyzer devices for DUI offenders. But business was slow, and we were down 10% at the end of April from the previous year. Our discussions on opening a new store shifted to discussions on how to keep our team intact and earning enough money to stay afloat during the slow period. When the government passed the stimulus bill and all the bars and restaurants were still closed, business opportunities started pouring in the doors. Luckily, we were able to retain our staff through the slow periods so that we were able to capitalize on the major influx in business. At the same time, product shortages loomed heavily across the country. However, since we had relationships and accounts with so many different manufacturers, we were able to source enough product from various sources to be able to handle the increased demand. By the end of 2020, we were up 19%, and our conversations about a 4th store began again. By the end of 2020, we had secured a location right next door to the Stones River Mall in Murfreesboro. Business continued to roll in throughout 2021, and we continued to capitalize on the opportunities while continuing to improve our sales and installation processes and procedures. We opened our Murfreesboro store on March 15th, 2021, which just started rolling along with the others. We ended up closing 2021 with a 25% increase over 2020, giving us a 2-year growth of almost 49% from 2019 to 2021. Knowing that the COVID boom would eventually come to an end, we started preparing our staff for a return to normalcy in 2022. Business started to return to pre-COVID normalcy around the August-September timeframe.
Yet, with our first full year of website sales, we finished 2022 up 2.6% despite the slower second half of the year.
Cartronics should be considered Retailer of the Year because we, with the help of our outstanding employees, have built this family business from the ground up for over 41 years of carefully executed expansion while maintaining the highest level of professionalism and customer service, committing to cheerfully delivering more than expected to our clients with every interaction.
We sincerely appreciate this nomination and consideration for Retailer of the Year. After 41 years of sleepless nights and hard work, it's nice to know that it's paying off.
We're happy to be considered for so many other worthy candidates. We're happy to be considered for... First off,
That wasn't good. Unique New York. Unique New York.
Oh,